Right, let's do it. So Daredevils are taking over the Triad this weekend. The Over the Edge event and ground party is this Saturday in Greensboro. This annual experience is being hosted by the Arc of High Point.
All right, so let's say good morning to Beth Mills and Tiffany McDowell. Beth is the board president of the Arc of High Point, and then Tiffany is a board member as well. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Well, thank you for being here with us. Beth, we're going to start with you. Who is Arc of High Point? What services do you provide?
So the Arc of High Point is a nonprofit in High Point that basically works to secure that all people with intellectual and developmental disabilities can have a voice in how they learn, where they work, where they live, and just basically ensuring that they have the same rights as everybody else in their community to just reach their goals and potential. So we offer a variety of programming, advocacy, and training so that we can help families and individuals reach whatever their goal is, whatever their life dream is.
That's great. It's great that you're giving them that voice. It's so important for them. And Beth, what is Over the Edge? Can you tell us more about that, and why does the Arc choose to participate?
So Over the Edge is an event that started last year. We had our first event where basically people raise money to rappel 7 stories down a building. So it's kind of an adventurous way to shout from the rooftops about what our nonprofit does and why the people we serve matter. And to face our fears. I am a huge scaredy cat. I am afraid of heights. So last year was my inaugural rappel, and I was terrified, but I kept focusing on the fact that the people we support do hard things every day, and I could too. So it's safe, it's secure, it is actually fun, and it's just a great way to bring awareness to our cause.
Wow. Well, Beth, you just spoke about your experience, your first time with that. That would certainly be frightening.
Impactful.
Yes. But Tiffany, talk more about the participant experience. What have you heard from others? And we see in some of that video we're showing that there's people in the air, obviously rappelling, but also people on the ground helping. It looks like a team effort kind of thing.
I also rappelled for the first time last year.
Oh, cool.
Though I'm not afraid of heights, but you somewhat become afraid of heights. Whenever you were strapped in and you were 7 stories up and they closed the gates in front of you and you look down and you realize like there's only one way down. So I am a very proud sibling caregiver. My sister is also a board member and a participant at the Arc of High Point in their adult transition program. So Mallory has Down syndrome, and she participates in a lot of the resources that the Arc offers. So I am passionate about the programs that they offer, the Arc itself. I'm very excited that my sister is going to rappel with me this year.
Awesome.
So as Beth shared, for the participants of the event, it's scary, but when you put yourself in the position of an adult with an intellectual or a developmental disability who has to face a life that really doesn't typically consider them, I think Beth is right that it's easy to face my fears and agree that my sister does hard things every day that I take for granted. And so this is the least I can do to shout her value and the worth of people who may just think differently than us, but are completely capable of doing hard things, because my sister is actually rappelling off a 7-story building herself.
That'll be such a cool experience for you two to do together. What a powerful message to carry with you throughout the day. And for those who are watching below as well, are there still chances, by the way, to help out on Saturday, maybe volunteer efforts? Beth, do you want to touch on that?
Sure. So it is going to be a fun day. We are going to have music, we're going to have food trucks, we're going to have Kona Ice, we're going to have lots of ways for people to come and support this event, even if you don't feel like rappelling down the building, which there's still time. You could sign up to do that. But if that is like, nope, that's not for me, but I would like to help, I always say you can donate your resources, your time, or your money. So you can bring cash or donate on our link. You can come volunteer. There's a sign up where you could come and work a different station and then get to enjoy the day and cheer on people as they rappel. Or if you have resources, things that you could connect with us to help make the day better, there's still time as well. But we're going to have some autism tow trucks, some SWAT cars and canine units there. So it's really a family day where, you know, we're just going to be trying to bring awareness to our cause. Tiffany, I don't know if I left. Oh, virtual rappel. So anybody,
don't forget the virtual rappel.
Such a scaredy cat. Like, they didn't give me this option last year. You can participate by doing the virtual reality rappel. We ask that there's still a donation, but you get to literally experience what we do off the Embassy Suites. There's a videographer that's going to record it, so you see the same thing and get to experience it. So lots of ways to get involved. Just come have green beer and eat a piece of pizza and watch us go over the edge.
There we go.
Yeah.
And this is your largest fundraiser, right, for the ARC of the entire year. So, and we know you need help throughout the year for all of the great things that you do there. This is just one of many ways people can do that. So thank you so much for joining us, ladies. And we hope for another successful year. Over the Edge is this Saturday in Greensboro. The information's on your screen now. The event will kick off at 9 that morning. It will go on for several hours, and it's all happening at the Embassy Suites Hotel on Centerpoint Drive. To learn more, visit the ARC of High Point's Facebook page.